The Bike of Aging by iAmSiNnEr. Is the bike even important in this story? Legend says that there is a bicycle that makes you age every time you ride it. The legends are true. There is indeed such a bike. Passed from generation to generation, it eventually ended up in the possession of a white-collared alicorn we all know. Well, this should be fun.
Sister?
Luna asked nervously.
I have a question.
Yes? Asked Celestia, looking up from her paperwork.
Ask away, dear sister. I used an age-checking spell on you.
Luna coughed.
And I found something very interesting.
That I'm 1,000 years older than you? Celestia asked lazily.
I already know. You didn't age while trapped in the moon. No.
Luna shook her head.
You're 8,000 years older than me.
As expected.
Now, if you have nothing else, I have pepper...
The quill dropped on the table.
Repeat that again. 8,000 years.
Luna repeated.
What have you been up to, sister?
Your spell is wrong, Celestia blurted out.
There's no way I could be that old. And yet you are,
Luna pointed out.
I reused the spell 6 times just in case. They all turned up the same result. You are 8,000 years older than me.
Impossible. Celestia shook her head in disbelief.
I was only born a year earlier than you. There's no way I could be 8,000 years older than you. There were signs of accelerated aging,
Luna mentioned.
Which is why I asked you what you had been up to.
Accelerated aging? Celestia raised an eyebrow.
What would be the point? Alicorns are ageless. We can live forever. I mean, sure, if some pony out there cast some spell on me, those spells only accelerate your age by a few decades, sister,
Luna said seriously.
Think, what could have increased your age by that large of a gap?
I mean, Celestia stretched.
I don't remember anyone casting any spell like that on me.
Have you ever used the age-checking spell on me before today?
No.
Luna shook her head.
Well, that's helpful,
Celestia muttered.
It means it could have been from when I was a filly till now. You did grow faster than me,
Luna pointed out.
Could it have been something from your youth?
It's very possible, Celestia admitted.
We need to get to the bottom of this. If such a spell or artifact out there exists, it could be possible that it could kill ponies. I want no such thing in Equestria. Understood.
Luna nodded.
Where should we begin? The basement. I didn't know there was even a basement.
Luna coughed from the dust.
When was the last time you'd cleaned this place?
600 years, was her reply.
I just stuffed everything I owned down here and never came back. Painful memories, you see. Anyways, help me search.
Celestia gestured vaguely.
If anything I own is a cause of my age, it's probably in here somewhere. I'll search the dangerous artifact section. You can try the filly section. Filly section?
Luna raised an eyebrow.
You categorized an entire area for items from your youth? I see now why Twilight is so obsessed with neatness and lists. No, she didn't get that from me. She's actually more obsessed with lists and neatness than me. You should have seen her on her first book shopping trip. She had a list twice the length of her, and she still came home with 2 boxes of books larger than her. It was adorable. Focus, sister. We need to find this foul artifact which has increased your age tenfold. Right. But how can you resist cute Twilight memories? Aren't you dating her? She'd understand. Duty over... Fine. What happened next? She made a book for it. Did she stack the romance at the corner as always? She did! Cadence was so put off by that she almost forgot to do their signature hoofshake thingy. Ha! Take that, Cadence! cheesy romance isn't the best books. She then proceeded to fall asleep in her book fort. Do you have pictures? Sister, please tell me you have pictures. It's somewhere in that stack of albums. Celestia gestured at a wobbling stack of picture albums. I thought you haven't been down here in the last 600 years. Luna eyed her suspiciously. I made a copy and teleported it here, just in case, you know. The castle could burn down and the basement would survive. Basements always survive. Always the forward planner. Anyways, why do you have a miniature windmill in here? Ignore that, doesn't matter. I fail to see how you acquired a windmill when you were 9, Celestia. Blame Starswirl. He left his time travel spells lying around. Of course. Here, I found it, Celestia exclaimed. You did? Luna rushed over. Show me! Celestia flipped open the picture book to a picture of Twilight dozing in a mound of books that resembled a castle. Aww, isn't she just the most precious thing? I thought... Luna's eyes widened. Yep, you got any more those? Here. Celestia flipped the book to a picture of Twilight wearing Celestia's crown. The crown tilted slightly. She snuck into my room and tried on my crown. She looked so adorable in it, I just had to take a picture. I would have murdered you if you hadn't, Luna murmured. This is pure cuteness. It should be a crime not to capture this amount of adorable. You know, Celestia looked around them. This is fun. We should do this more often. I agree, Luna nodded. We may not find what we are looking for today, but I feel as if it has been a very fruitful day. I wonder... Celestia glanced at the picture book. Care for more Twilight pictures? Do you even have to ask? Luna rolled her eyes. Can I have copies? I'd like to threaten Twilight with them. Of course. Celestia beamed. Here, take this. I remember there was another album which I had more Twilight pictures. Show me, sister, Luna demanded. We must have all the Twilight pictures. I think it's this one. Celestia pulled out a picture book and flipped it open. Oh, it's not, but it's just as good. What do you mean? Luna's eyes widened. Sister, how did you... As I said, blame Starswirl. Celestia grinned. But it was too good not to. You traveled in time just to take pictures of us? Luna stated flatly. Yeah, worth it. Luna agreed. Look at this one. I still remember the day you found out about cake. You wouldn't stop stuffing yourself with them. I didn't do that, Celestia replied indignantly. Oh yeah? Luna smirked. Then what is this? She pointed her hoof at a picture of Philly Celestia with frosting all over her mouth. You were so cute back then. Luna smiled. What happened? Hardy har har. We should really look for that artifact. We should. But we won't. We won't. Then we are in agreement. That is indeed so, sister.
And thus they spent the next 6 hours looking at pictures. Their objective forgotten. I wonder, what was the artifact even? Nah, I know the answer. It was a bike she rode when she was younger. Anyways, this is the end of the story. This is your mysterious narrator, signing off. Hello everyone, this is once again Visual Pony to remind you that you can support Pony&Wolf Productions through the links in the description down below. Every dollar helps is needed and very much appreciated, and don't forget there's Patreon merch links and $1 donation links, or not $1, one-time donation links. God damn it, what am I thinking today? Anyhow, this story has been recorded on the 9th of September 2021. That reminds me, in 2 days it's my sister's birthday and I really have to think of something. Anyhow, yeah, where to start, guys? This story is just, I mean, it has a random tag, but I mean, this is really random. I mean, a bicycle of aging? The thing is, I even saw here in the author's notes, it's dedicated to bike. And I was like, okay, if I click the link that is linked to the word bike, I'll very likely come to a picture of a bike. But no, it is literally another author on film fiction called bicyclette. And I'm like, what? Okay. Very inventive username, I guess. But come on. I would have not expected that, I must admit. Also, the author says ignore the randomness of this, but I kinda enjoy the randomness of this, so I'm not gonna ignore it. I have narrated it, and now you have listened to it. If you have come to this point, please post the word Eevee in the comments down below, so I know that you have watched the entirety of this video. Love you all, signing off, and see you next time.